I've changed my hair a lot in the recent years, and some of the choices I made were actually not that bad. Good job, younger me. Growing up, watching different YouTubers with different colored hair and just interesting hairstyles overall made my little heart explode with fascination and determination of getting the same result one day. But of course, I didn't know that it wasn't that easy. I thought, wow, just by dyeing and cutting your hair once, it would naturally stay like that for a long period of time. And no, wish it was. But time is real and your hair grows every single second. For most of my life, I've had the same old hairstyle, which is wavy, under the shoulder length, brown hair. Yups, sadly it's not pure white in reality like my Sona's. So sad. Though, this changed between 6th and 9th grade where I experimented more with different hairstyles. In the following summer break, I decided that I wanted to go blonde, or technically white blondish, because I think it's cool. And definitely not because I wanted to look more like my Sona. Luckily, nothing bad happened, as my mom and aunt bleached both me and my cousin's hair. And funnily enough, we also cut both of our hair short, so for a short while, we looked kind of like twins. Yay! I think a year later, in the next summer break, I did cut my hair again, but this time, even shorter. So from a ear length to boyish lesbian, basically. I had a lot of fun with this hairstyle, and I think it's one of my bestest hairstyles I experimented with, because suddenly I felt like my head was less heavy, and my neck could breathe more, and there wouldn't be hair in my mouth every 2 seconds because of the goddamn wind. Plus, when I was growing out my hair again, it turned into 2 parts, where I had dark brown on the top, and then switched into blonde at the bottom. It was cool. Something I've noticed between my teenage years and others is that teenagers go through either one of 2 phases, or even both. As we all know very well, there's the emo phase, a classic, and then there's the opposite of that, where it's a bit cutier and especially with dyeing your hair pink. I guess that's the phase I went through. This hairstyle happened between the 2 other hairstyles, so I still had my bleached, short ear-length hair. One weekend, I wanted to finally dye my hair, and so my mother got some hair dye from the store, put on her gloves, and dyed my hair. I know it's better to go to a salon, but why go when you have someone like my mom, who is just somehow naturally good at everything without doing said thing before? And so she dyed my hair, and it looked great. Light pink hair acquired. I thought that the pink hair will last for, I don't know, a month or so, and then I had to re-dye it again. No. It felt like the moment it reappeared, then it disappeared. I had it less than a week. But not all hope was lost, as we had one more box. This box was a little different, as it was more vibrant and darker than the other ones we used. She had an idea of mixing both of the hair dyes, as we still had remaining hair dye from the last one. She did this, hoping that in the end I wouldn't get such a vibrant result. I agreed and thought, what could go wrong? I mean, it's just mixing 2 colors, and it's gonna become lighter pink. An hour later, I look at my hair in surprise and fear. My hair looked like I dyed it with a strong but washed out highlighter, so mixing the hair dyes did not work at all, and made my hair a lot brighter pink. And to add to all that, for some reason the hair dye didn't stick to some of my hair, and in many places it was still blonde. After a week or so, mostly just dyeing on the inside, my mom finally bought more bleach as we had run out, and I immediately bleached my hair back to blonde and felt a sigh of relief. I'm not saying that highlighter hair colors are bad. The results just didn't go well for me. My mom suggested after bleaching me again that I could try the blue dye she bought when she got the pinks. No, there's no way. I'm not reliving that again. That was the last time I dyed and bleached my hair. But I did go through a couple different hairstyles after that. Now my hair is just my natural dark brown. I do still like the idea of coloring my hair in the distant future, but for now I'll just keep it brown. The hairstyle is different though, as now it's in 2 layers, giving jellyfish but also slightly mullet vibes. Basically what my Sona has but a lot shorter. I guess the moral of the story is probably going to a professional when dyeing hair, though it could have also just been the hair dye I used. I don't know. But don't let this discourage you from experimenting and trying something new. Although I didn't have colored hair for a long time, I still enjoyed myself and had good memories, other than the hot pink catastrophe. Anyways, I wish you have a big and starry night and a lovely day. Bye bye!